Why did I make? And my advice to you is always think of the big picture, the phrase, the big picture. How is what I'm going to do at this moment going to affect the big picture? Because too many people do not, they're so caught up in the moment that they can't take into consideration the big picture, which negatively affects their relationships. It can alienate themselves from people. It can make them eat and binge and then feel even more guilty about it. It can make them make wrong decisions that you go and look back and say, why did I do that? So I've been talking to a great number of people over the last probably about a month and a half about eating plans, and I need to know exactly what to do. And a couple people who work with me, I want to do exactly what you've been doing, Greg, because look at your success. And I said, it doesn't work that way. And if you watch YouTube and you see all the different people who have success, you know it doesn't work that way because, yeah, there are many different things that work. It's crazy, but you need to be the architect of your plan. And that's the way I see things. I'm never going to tell you specifically what to do. I'm going to make you think. And here's something to think about. Especially when people say, Greg, how do you, I want your eating plan right here, right now. And I say, you know what, I take one of my favorite devices ever, because I can't get across the street with it anymore. GPS, which is now in my car, on my phone, everywhere. GPS, you know, I could punch in the destination for you, and it can map you out to your destination, but does that necessarily mean you're going to get there? Even the lady telling you where to go, turn right on Main Street. Yeah, that's great, but you may get in an accident on the way. You might run out of gas. You might make little mistakes because there's about 23,000 different GPS systems, and you say, which one is the best? Well, really, it's you that are the one that is driving the vehicle, and you are just using that as a tool. Because when you think about that, if your mindset isn't right, it doesn't matter what eating plan you're on. You can know exactly what to do to lose weight, and you'll still mess up. And that's why when we talk about the mindset being right, the first thing I talk about is looking at the big picture. And I want you to think about that every single decision that you make. Every single decision that you make. I'm sorry I said this at the end of my last video because it was an 8-minute video, and I don't know if all of you held on that long, because I'm very passionate about that. And another thing that a whole bunch of people have been talking to me, and I've gotten message from my groups and also from people who aren't even part of this but have been asking me, you keep talking about this, how do you get your mindset, how do you go through emotion and stuff and not grab for food and stuff? And I actually pulled one of my archived videos, and it's interesting, almost coincidental that it was almost a year to the day. It was August 17th of 2009 I recorded this video that pretty much illustrates, because that was when my life was starting to fall apart, almost a year ago today. And I made a 60-second video, and I'm going to put it down in the information bar. Watch it. How do you focus your energies when stuff is going bad around you, when you're having emotion? Do you binge, or do you focus on something more important? And what will the end result be? I want you to think about these things, okay, everybody? So yeah, I don't have specific challenges for you. You are the architect of your plan. You are the architect of your plan. I do have a few specific things that I want you to do, though, as you can see, to kind of guide you in the way of being the architect of your plan. Number one is the mind, the big picture. Number two, I put you in groups of accountability. Some of you have, Billabuddies, excuse me. Some of you have really took that and ran with it. Others not as much. And the feedback that I've gotten for those who've run to it, especially if you watch their videos, not only are they saying, hey, you know what, this is awesome. Not only am I keeping myself accountable by putting down what I'm eating and sharing it, I'm getting new food ideas. There's stuff that I've never heard of out here before that I'm now eating. And I heard that from more than one person. So I'm actually going to keep the groups the same for one more week. And I think I'm going to do what I saw Jay do, which I kind of liked. Instead, start grouping in 5s. I think it's going to be a faster way to get everyone to mingle with everybody, hopefully. I also urge you to watch all the leaders' videos. I'm very pleased to see that we're not all carbon copies of each other. Obviously, my leadership style is vastly different from everybody else's, and it's okay. I mean, that's why I want everybody to watch all of them, because you may relate to somebody more than you relate with me, and I encourage that. My job more in this group is not so much to challenge you as to manage this group into being a community that supports each other and giving you, a manageable group to support, 31 people. So keep the videos coming. I'm really happy about that. I do have one humble request from all of you. This isn't a challenge. This is a request. This is something I wanted to do in the summer challenge, but only like 4 people complied. If all of you could, in your next video, put in 10, 15, 20 seconds of footage of you exercising, working out, whether it be in the gym, whether it be outside, walking, biking, doing push-ups. I don't care what it is, some sort of activity, even if it's a sport. I would love that on, if you can attach it this week already, or in the next week's video. I'd like to do something with it. You see, I do have some fun editing skills that I like to put things together, but something that I want to do for you. So do that. And also the other thing I'm going to do for you this week, this is my other leadership role here, is either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm thinking Wednesday. I'm going to have a STICKAM coaching session. And everybody in my team is invited. I want you to message me via YouTube or Instant Messenger or comment whether or not you want to be in that, because then I will email you whatever password we're going to do. I'm thinking like 8 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, but that is subject to change. I will definitely let you know. But really, we're all going to get into the room together, and we're going to talk about our successes, our hurdles, our failures so far, but they're not failures, they're hurdles. We just haven't hurdled them yet. And really kind of live support instead of video comment. So it's going to be a little bit different, a little more interactive. And if it is a big success and we get a lot out of it, it might be either a weekly or bi-weekly thing we do. So keep that in mind for there. And then also, last but not least, I pinched a nerve in my neck, and it still hurts. It's been hurting for the last 3-4 days, and I haven't worked out since then. So I'm disappointed. I wanted to up the intensity. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to up the intensity because this thing still hurts. I'm hoping by tomorrow it will subside. I don't know. Anyway, here's my results. Only 0.2 pounds after 2.4 pounds after 2 mega losses 2 weeks in a row. 4 points. 0.4. That's what I meant. Still, what can you say? It's I said I'm going to lose every week, and it's still a loss. So I can't control how much I lose. I just know I'm going to lose every week. So that's the goal. So that's kind of how I'm going to wrap up the week. Please do, if you haven't contacted your accountability buddies, because I don't even know my accountability buddies very well yet, meaning my accountability buddy team, we're slacking. We're slacking. We can't have that. But yeah, one more week together, and then I'm going to regroup us next week. I hope you all had a wonderful week, and I'm looking forward. I think just about every video I've seen has been success. But that's 1 week. We still got 11 of these bad boys to go. And as long as you stick with me, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Look forward to next week.